This week 109.
Randomly selected. And the first topic is, what are three of your top pet peeves when it comes to the uh, potential love interest? Technically, it says the opposite sex, but I know not everyone's into the opposite sex. So, a potential love interest. I'll make it universal.
Oh, okay, Don Plus, go ahead.
I was feeling this one about spirit.
No, I saw you. Go ahead.
Pet peeve. Um, Feeling like we have to fight for airtime or spotlight. That's annoying. Um, Someone who is not open to evolution, who like kind of just is okay with being as they are and kind of stuck in that place and is just not open to evolving and learning and changing. Um, and my last one is snoring. Snoring, it takes me out. Like I will go in another
Ooh,
room. I will,
that's
I'll kick you
deep.
on the forehead and go about my business.
Ooh, that's deep. I
But
used to be a
snoring.
snorer back in the day when I was bigger. Now that I lost weight, I don't got the issue no more. But I'm
I
saying
mean,
some people probably still do.
there's some there's solutions for snoring, and if you're not going to take them, I'll find them for you.
I will find a way. Okay, Dorothy, you'll find a way. All right. So, Miss Christie, ready for that one, or you want me to go?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so the first pet peeves, like my biggest pet peeve, is for someone to be dishonest, for someone to lie to me. I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't handle that really well. Um, Especially if, you know, I mean, even if the truth hurts, I'd rather have the truth. I'd rather, you know, talk it out or, say, hey, that wasn't cool, but, thank you for telling me the truth. So I would say lying, uh, lying is the biggest pet peeve. The second one is being inattentive. Um, just not uh, being attentive or making time for intimacy. Not necessarily sex, but just time to just sit with each other or get to know each other more, because that doesn't stop, because we all do evolve. Um, at least, I mean, ideally we do. Um, and the third one is I don't care for people who are unkind to others, who are unkind or disrespectful to other people, for any reason, um, because everyone deserves to be treated with kindness. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
walk away, go the other way. But people who are rude to other people or unkind or disrespectful, those are my three.
Right. Amen to that. All right. Yeah, I'm just engulfed in what you guys are saying. I'm loving it. So for me, the first one is not being true to yourself and who you are. Because I feel like if you want to put yourself out there to meet somebody, you got to know yourself. How are you going to love somebody else if you don't love yourself first? So please know who you are when you come to the table. I'm not Cam Michelle, can't raise a man. I'm not trying to just, not saying you can't have qualities that you need help with and I need help with and we can build from, but baby, you gotta have some goals, some dreams, some ambitions, some I'm gonna do this and you're gonna do that in your life. I cannot be with complacency. That doesn't work for me. As an artist, as someone who's always evolving and doing things, I cannot be with this because I'm always going up. So that's one. Number two, is the lying and the distrust and the dishonesty. I give everyone benefit of the doubt, friend, family, foe, don't matter. 100% trust because you ain't did nothing to me. But if you cross that line, cross the Georgia state line, and you happen to, it ain't no coming back from that because it just feels like growing up, I didn't have much. And in this world, if you don't have money, all you have is your word. And word is bond. I'm from the street. Like, so if I can't believe what you're telling me, baby, you can't even be my friend. Don't even stand next to me. Because I don't got time. I'm trying to figure it out. You should have thought about the value of a friendship and thought about that before you started doing those, acting like a foolio. And I don't play those games.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, is when it comes to today and technology, you got to be able to tune out and let it all go. Okay? Because the quickest way for me to just walk away from you is if we own a cell phone and we on a date and I don't even know you. Is you talking to Obama? Is you talking to Jesus? I don't understand. Is your kid okay? Because I got a kid too. I get it. Is your kid okay? Somebody watching. Outside of that, what is you on the phone for? Like, how do we get to know each other if we can't have a moment? That is so, because everything I do is on the cell phone and the computer. I don't have time. If you can't plug in for 2 seconds, you ain't even got no time to even sit here and waste my time because time is of the essence. It don't cost no money. It's free, and I gave you my time to sit here, so do not waste it. So, don't waste my time. All right, cool. And I'm ready. Question number 2.
What's your greatest weakness, and what are you currently doing to improve it?
I think that my biggest weakness is that I'm too empathetic. I'm too understanding. I'm too nice sometimes. When I shouldn't be at times. And I tend to accept things that I normally wouldn't when I really love and care for a person because I just want to understand them. And I would want the same thing in return if I was struggling with something. I would say want the same type of understanding. But that's sometimes it's not always a good thing to be too caring and too nice, or decide to be too quickly. And that's my biggest weakness, is I care maybe too much too quickly.
All right now. Come on, it's not easy to talk about your weaknesses, okay? And put them out there, especially when you're being recorded, because we don't want people in our business. But I totally thank you for that. And I'm going to now flip that same question that I asked Don Plus about your weakness as well, and how you dealing with overcoming it.
So I think my biggest weakness is that I'm a workaholic. I will wake up at 5:30, teach till 5:30 p.m., turn around and, I don't know, build some curriculum through my business for somebody, turn around, shoot a video, turn around and, start writing a new song. Like, I'm such a workaholic. And sometimes that causes me to miss out on life. I definitely can say in the past 2 years, even outside of COVID, I've really just been like my craft, my work, my business. And I think like one way that I'm learning to, not be that is honestly like having a partner who isn't someone who is like in the lights and always immersed in something. His demeanor is just so chill that he pulls me out of that. And he reminds me like, hey, you do have a family, you do have friends, there's a world that you need to explore type deal. And so that definitely helps. And then also just like scheduling time and being like from 4:30 to 8 is like my friend time. We're going to, I'm gonna call my friends and we're gonna get on FaceTime, check in with them, or we'll go grab a drink or whatever. Just being more intentional because those relationships matter. And when I do overwork, I tend to, I always hit a point where I crash. So that's why it's really, really important to have those moments where you have your support system to really like pull you out of it.
Amen to that. Having support is very, very, very important. And it doesn't have to be your family. It could be someone else that's not your family, but having support is very important. Yes, sir. I could say my greatest weakness, I've been thinking about it, has to be that I need to micromanage because I feel like I like things a certain way. It's always been that I'm a perfectionist, but I think it's bigger than that now because I'm doing a lot of things. And because of my experience that I have with the things I've done, I know that I could just get it done. But I have to also realize that in today's time, you can't really put your best foot forward and not have a team. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have a team in place at this point. Like some people are great at what they do. This is what they do. Let them do that. Let them focus on that. And I feel like let my control go to them to do what it is that they do and trust them to do that has been my biggest issue. So I learned like now you can't do it by yourself. You need a team, and I focused on that. And so now that I have relinquished that and opened those doors, things are opening more up for me, and I'm more able to walk through doors instead of like, oh, let me in. And so yeah, that's my answer to that question.